Well, good afternoon, everybody. This is John Unell from Schuylkill Haven, Pennsylvania, aka John I Fly. So I hope everybody's doing fine. It is Tuesday, the 22nd of June, and yes, summer started on the 20th, this past Sunday, so I can't believe how fast the time is flying. The only thing I don't like about summer starting is that the days will start to get shorter, little by little. But there'll still be plenty of warm weather out there, so, anyway. Took a few days off, so decided to do my rant right now. And, well, of course, today we've got an important day in voting, and the Senate, I believe, is supposed to vote on the For the People Act, and looks like they're not going to have the Republican votes. I'm telling you, people, never fails. The Republicans are the party of no, and they'll do everything they can to obstruct. It doesn't matter. If a Democrat, Joe Biden, our president, or any Democrat or leaders in the Democratic Party want to push something, the Republicans say no. I think they do it just to say no. Gives them a power rush, I think. It's proof, people. They don't give a shit about the average person. They really don't. They want to pad their pockets and they want to protect the millionaires and billionaires. It's as simple as that. But this thing about voting, that's a basic fundamental right for American people. By rights, I think they should have election day off. Maybe down the road it will happen, but we just got to make sure we vote more Democrats, and that would help. But yeah, I didn't particularly start off in the order I wanted to, but I wanted to mention that because that's a vote that's going to come up later on. I think it's later on this afternoon or early this evening. They're going to vote on it. So, and Manchin was still holding out. They interviewed him. I'm not sure if it was yesterday or today. I think one of the CNN anchors, or not anchors, but a reporter up at Capitol Hill. I can't remember his name, but he approached Manchin and, well, did you make a decision yet? And he goes, well, there's still some things I want. You know what I think it is? I don't know if he also gets a power trip or what, but he wants to keep everybody in suspense. I guess we'll find out for sure when that vote is cast. But anyway, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. But we know the Republicans, they're not going to vote for it. So we got to remember this when election time comes, people. Anyway, along those lines, my state senator, David Argall. Now this is interesting. There was headlines in the paper, and let's see, this was dated Saturday, June 19th. And I don't know if you're going to be able to see it or not, but I'm going to hold it up here. It's showing backwards on the phone here, but it might write itself when I upload it. But this is the headline, and it says, Argall backs Arizona-style election audit. And the reason why, by the way, it says here, let's see, it says he decided to be in favor of it. David Argall, he's our state senator, Republican, of course. He did it 4 days after former President Donald Trump called him out and claimed he was dragging his feet. Now here it is, the former president, Dick I like to call him, All he does is just gives a little puff, a little breath of dissension. And right away the Republicans are, oh my God, well, we better fall in line here. Well, he's falling in line all right. So now he's in favor of the same thing that Arizona's doing. He wants Pennsylvania to do the same thing. I mean, come on, people. David Argyle, how about getting a set of balls on you, okay? These Republicans are they're so worried about their future. Oh, I want to make sure I'm not primaried. I want to make sure I get elected. There's more to it than that, okay? A lot more. I mean, there used to be a time when Congress thought about what's good for the American people. Look at different things like infrastructure and of course the people's right to vote and not be blocked, as we're going to see later on this afternoon. People's health coverage. Thank God the Supreme Court, by the way, voted to keep the Affordable Care Act, otherwise known as Obamacare. So the Republicans, I'm not sure if later on they'll probably try to do it again. It wouldn't surprise me. But, I think the Supreme Court realized that, hey, you can't just pull the rug out from people. The Republicans always said, oh, we want to get rid of Obamacare. Well, what's your plan? Do you have a replacement? Oh, in 2 weeks we'll have something up. Isn't that what Donnie the Dick said? In 2 weeks we'll have a plan. Then after the 2 weeks came, of course, oh, where's your plan, Mr. President? Oh, we're still working on it. Give it another 2 weeks. Yeah, okay. That's why I said I'm so glad they got President Joe Biden. Trump was such a dick, and there's a lot of stuff coming out what he tried to do with the Justice Department too, and trying to investigate people in the Congress. That I hope the Justice Department pursues that. I really do. I hope they do. Anyway, another topic of discussion was our gun violence. I mean, practically every weekend now, there's gun violence. The Republicans keep saying, oh, we don't need any gun regulations. No, we don't need that. What are you trying to do, restrict people's rights? Well, of course, I guess we can't have that. No, let's just go out and you know what? Let's pretend it's the old West again. You see somebody on the street that you don't like what they said, or they look at you the wrong way, just blow them the hell away. And that's what happened. I mean, so far this year, mass shootings. Now, this was, I believe, last weekend. I wrote these figures down. Of course, they've gone up now, tragically. But so far, the year-to-date shootings was up to 287. I believe this morning now it's over 300. Might be 310 or more. That's the total so far this year, and the year's not even over. We're halfway through the year. Killed this year, so 325. And again, this was last weekend's figures, I believe. And then the people that were injured, now get this, 1,195. Can you imagine? But the Republicans keep saying in the NRA, oh, we don't need gun control. I mean, after all, the American people have a right, that Second Amendment right to bear arms. Okay. And this is the result. So, last I heard, the President Biden was supposed to do some executive orders, sign some executive orders on this gun control. He's got to do something, all right? Ideally, it would be nice to pass laws, but the Republican Party, they're going to fight that all the way. I don't know. They disgust me, the Republican Party. They're assholes, to be quite honest with you. We need to vote them out and vote more Democrats in, I'm telling you. Yeah, I got a kick out. They interviewed, let's see here, his name was Cameron Kasky, I believe his name is. He was a Parkland school shooting survivor, and he's now a gun control advocate. What he said, they interviewed him, and he came out when he heard about Governor Abbott in Texas. Oh, people don't need to have a certificate anymore. Man, they can just carry guns right out in the street. No, no problem there. Well, Cameron responded to that, and when they asked him how he felt about it, he goes, "Governor Abbott of Texas is the worst governor ever." I tend to agree with him. Imagine that. Imagine. Who the hell would ever think of doing something like this? I mean, if you would have seen this happen years ago, well, it would have happened years ago. I don't see how it could have. It just seems like our society is getting worse and worse and worse. The Republican Party, I should say. Ever since Trump got into office, they say that the president has a bully pulpit, and he does. He has. He sets an example. All right. He sets an example for our young people and young adults. And when Trump was in for 4 years, all he pushed was hate. Do things my way. Everything about Donald Trump. And when it's everything about Donald Trump, well, that's, of course, selfishness. So the people think, hey, what the hell? I might as well think of myself, too. Screw everybody else. If I want to go out and shoot somebody, I'll go out and shoot somebody. If I want to go out and beat somebody up, I'll beat somebody up. That's just how it is. It's crazy. But they're not worried about that. They're worried about other things like taking our rights away, abortion rights, and, right to life. They're worried so much about saving a fetus, but they're not worried about after they're born. Amazing. And they've also, the Republican Party has kind of influenced religion. The Catholic Church is a fine example of that. Now, they've always, well, from what I understand, they've always been anti-abortion and anti-woman's right to choose. But now they're picking on the President of the United States. Figure this one out. As you know, Joe Biden's a devout Catholic person. And he takes his religion seriously. That's his right. I can tell you this much, at least he goes to church where Donald Trump didn't. Unless he had to go. I think I saw him like 1 or 2 times in the Washington Cathedral in Washington, D.C. Because I think it was more or less to have people look at him. Oh, look at me, I'm going into church now. Yeah, okay. Anyway, the Catholic bishops here, they're not too happy with President Biden's view on abortion. So what they're debating, and last I heard they're still debating, they want to deny him taking communion. Now that's a big thing with the Catholic Church. The Eucharist, celebrating the Eucharist and taking communion. Well, they want to ban him from that simply because of his views on abortion. His views are that it's a woman's right to choose. He personally may not agree with it. I don't know what his stance is. And there's a lot of Catholics that don't agree with abortion. But still in all, Joe Biden feels that's the woman's right to choose. It's her body. It's not Congress's body. It's not the religious people's body. Keep their nose out of a woman's right to choose. That's none of their business. But they're so worried about it, they want to strip Biden of his opportunity to take communion. So the jury's out on that yet, or should I say maybe the bishops are out on that, but that's their big thing, boy. That's important. So we'll see what happens. I'm anxious to see how Joe Biden's going to react, whatever the decision is. And finally, as we all know, this is Pride Month for the LGBTQ community. And as I've said previously, I'm a proud member of the LGBTQ community. And if you look, my shirt is the state of Pennsylvania in the rainbow colors. And underneath that is the equal sign for equal rights. So I'm proud to wear it. And in light of that, now, I'm not sure of the team. I believe it's out in Las Vegas or Nevada, Raiders. The guy by the name of Carl Yassib, he's, I'm going to screw this up because I follow certain teams, but I'm not sure of all. I'm going to give my air conditioning here, whatever's left of it. But anyway, Carl Yassib came out. I believe it might have been yesterday or this morning, last night, I don't know. But he came out as an openly gay man on the football team and with the NFL. That takes a lot of courage, okay? Because there's a lot of homophobes in the football teams. But yet, there's still a lot of good people that are out there. And as a matter of fact, I believe the NFL commissioner himself congratulated Carl for having the courage to come out. And that's great. And Carl said, he says, I hope the day comes that we no longer have to make videos about coming out. It's like, I've had people tell me, now for me personally, why do you feel the need that you have to come out? What you do in private's your business. Yeah, well, what I do in private's my business. I don't go into details. It's nobody's business. But when people just assume that people are straight or people are gay, or actually they assume you're straight, not so much that you're gay, because I remember when I was younger, when I was of maybe 17, 18, or 20 years old, I used to have members of my own family say to me, John, when are you going to find a girlfriend? And I'd brush it off. I'd come up with some answer. And to be honest with you, I felt kind of awkward about it. I couldn't, back then, you're talking what, 80s, late 70s, 80s. You just didn't come out there and say I'm gay or I like guys, because it would be a living hell. Today, it's a lot better, but we still have some homophobes out there. And the thing is, I'm grateful that we have Joe Biden as president and the Democrats in power, because they're for the people and they're for equal rights. That's the reason why I wear this shirt. It means a lot. And even though June is Gay Pride Month, I like to think every day of all through the year is Gay Pride. And I'm not about ready to go back in the closet to appease the Republicans or asswipe homophobes. I say it like it is. They're asswipes. You can't just assume about people. People are who they are, and that's just the way it is. And I tell you, I'm damn proud. I'm very proud of who I am. It's not something I chose. It's something of, I am who I am, okay? And very proud of it. I know there's a local event going to go on. I got to find out what date it is. I'm thinking it might be toward the end of this week. I want to find out and see what my schedule is. There's some local LGBTQ pride event, and our Lieutenant Governor John Fetterman is going to be there. So I'd like to be able to go up there and see him in person. So anyway, that's about all I have today. Thank you very much for taking the time to listen to me. Remember to subscribe to my page. On YouTube, I go as Johnifly. That's JOHNIFLY. Or on Facebook, I go by my regular name, John R. Unell. That's Unell. Yeah, hit that subscribe button. If you want every update, just click the bell that comes up when you click subscribe. A little bell comes up on the right. And just click on all notifications, I believe it says. Do that, and feel free to comment too, especially like on YouTube. Comment. I want to know, your feelings. What do you think about the subjects I've talked about today, or anything in particular? One of these days, I'm going to figure out how to go live. I've been battling with it. I click on certain things on YouTube, and then it says you got to download this, or make sure you. I'll figure it out somehow. But anyway, thanks a lot, people. We have the 4th of July coming up soon, and I hope that's a good holiday. I hope we don't have any major events that are nasty. But anyway, we're going to take it a day at a time. We're going to see how they vote today. It's not looking good, but we'll just take it a day at a time and see what happens. Everybody have a great day, and I will talk to you soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.